Howdy guys, how's it going? Today we're going to talk about music, as I said for the title. So, I'm going to try to analyze both the Finnish and the Italian music scene and see what kind of differences and similarities do they have. And I noticed that there are a lot of similarities. So, let's just get into it. Let's start by looking how both markets are influenced by the global pop music market. Generally in Finland you can hear the big hits way sooner than in Italy. I would say roughly about 1 or 2 months before this big hit pop in the Italian radio stations. If you look closer to both scenes, markets, whatever you want to call them, they both boast a big, huge national identity. What do I mean by that is that national artists are huge. They have a massive following. They sell big venues. I would say for big venues, I mean something like 20 to 25,000 people in a matter of minutes. And a lot of people listen to it. The big difference is the demographic, meaning that there are a lot of young people who listen to Finnish music artists. While in Italy, it's kind of rare to hear that there's a guy or a person between the ages of 18 and 30 who listen to Italian pop music. Let's shift the focus on rap music. Both of the scenes are getting huge. Italian rap scene and the Finnish rap scene inside the country are getting huge. A lot of people listen to it. It's popular. You can hear it on the radios. They're getting the same share as pop music because a lot of young people listen to them. And it's not weird to hear that. Yeah, I listen to rap music. And if you ask what kind of artists do they listen to mainly Italian artists. Moving on. Have you ever heard the word iskelmä? It's a Finnish word. And that word basically represents a neo-melodic kind of movement which was born between the 50s and the 60s. And a lot of iskelmä artists borrowed or ripped a lot of Italian songs. This is a huge thing in Finland, and yeah, you can hear a lot of iskelmä songs which have basically the same arrangement as some Italian songs. For example, Ora Suomalainen by Kari, which basically takes the arrangement from L'Italiano Vero by Totò Cutugno. Both of the songs were released in 1983. And the song Aikuinen Nainen by Paula Koivuniemi, which is basically the same arrangement of Maledetta Primavera by Loretta Goggi. I leave those links, I'll leave those 4 songs in the comments down below. But it's interesting. I mean, I've never heard of this kind of connection in any other musical scenes apart from this one. But Timppa, you may ask, are there any Finnish or Italian artists who are famous outside of the borders? Of course they do. Let's take a look. Right now, the biggest Finnish pop artist out of Finland, it's Alma. This girl, who has been produced by the likes of Subfocus and Martin Solveig. So, pretty big names on electronic dance music, I would say. Speaking of electronic dance music, Finland boasts 2 really big-ish artists, I would say, in the mainstream EDM community. One is Paula, who is 1/3 of the trance group of Beyond, and you cannot say Finland for me, I would say, without this guy. His name is Devon. But generally, you cannot mention Finland without the heavy metal rock movement. There are a lot of heavy metal bands around here. And the biggest ones I would say would be Lordi and Nightwish, because they're the only ones that I heard of. And also the Finnish pop rock scene, it's pretty big, I would say, internationally. They have a couple of bands that are famous elsewhere in Finland, for example, Sunset Avenue, because the frontman of Sunset Avenue, Samuel Haber, is actually half German. So they're famous in German-speaking countries, meaning Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And I couldn't mention pop rock in Finland without the Rasmus. That's pretty much it for Finland. Moving to Italy. Pretty much every big Italian artist, like Italian singing artist, is famous in South America and Latin, Spanish-speaking countries, South America, I would say. So the names of Laura Pausini and Eros Ramazzotti are pretty much heard of down there. For example, Laura Pausini has won, or was nominated, I don't remember, to 5 or 6 Latin Grammys. So they're pretty big names down there. But the big surprise to basically anyone, I would say, comes from Central Asia. Remember the Iskema movement? Yada yada yada. Yeah. The neo-melodic pop in Central Asia, it's huge as fuck. Like artists like Totò, Cutugno, Albano, all those names are getting a massive following in southern Russia, Kazakhstan. Getting back to electronic dance music, I would say that we have a pretty big roster of EDM artists who are famous outside Italy. People like Benny Benassi, Bloody Meteors, American Cremon. For those of you who like hardstyle and that kind of music, hardstyle and hardcore, I would recommend to listen to Zatox and Tatanka. And for those of you who like techno is kind of big in Italy. We have one of the biggest techno festivals around the world, I would say around Europe, Kappa Future Festival. And they're like, we have pretty big names such as Joseph Capriati and Marco Carola. Alright guys, so this was, in short, what are the things musically wise, but in both Italy and Finland. So what do you guys think? Let me know if you're like Team Finland or Team Italy in the comments down below. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about it. And that's a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you liked it. Be sure to hit that dislike button if you think I suck. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these videos. Let me know about your ideas and thoughts about future videos. I will take them in consideration. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. This is Timppa, signing out.